The U.S. government is the biggest reason that gold is at a new all-time record high. The dollar today, the dollar index is at a 4-year low. Against the Swiss franc, the U.S. dollar is at an all-time record low today. Consumer confidence just plunged to a 12-year low. And as you said, gold is at an all-time record high. So, Trump is trying to sell the U.S. economy as, the hottest in the world. But according to consumers and investors, it is the coldest in the world. If you had to grade the economy, you'd have to give it an F. The main reason, though, to own gold.
We just got good numbers on durable goods. We've had pretty solid numbers. I mean, granted, consumer sentiment is very iffy depending on the month. But, Peter, people's incomes are pretty solid. We're starting to see some real gains in productivity. So call it the coldest.
We're not seeing that, Liz. Unfortunately, the numbers are not accurate. They're highly skewed. They're going to be revised, and a lot of it is being influenced by inflation. Inflation is going to be much more pernicious over the next few years than it was when Biden was president. Unfortunately, that's what gold and silver are telling you. They are a warning. Just like in 2007, when the subprime market blew up, something that I had been forecasting would happen for years and something that I bet against. When that happened, I knew that it was foreshadowing a bigger crisis that hit the following year. But the mainstream investment community, the Federal Reserve, Ben Bernanke said that subprime was contained. He didn't understand the problem. Gold and silver are warning about a bigger crisis that's going to hit either later this year or maybe next year. We are headed for a U.S. dollar crisis. Look, the dollar is weaker across the board. And this is a vote of no confidence in the U.S. economy, in the U.S. government's ability to manage its finances. The nail in the coffin was the big, beautiful bill, because before Trump was elected, there was actually some hope that the U.S. might actually, get a handle on spending and cut government spending. You had Elon Musk coming in with Doge, but unfortunately they ran him out of town because there's no stomach, even in the Republican Party, for cutting government spending. So the deficits are running out of control, even more now than they were before. And now you have Trump antagonizing the world with tariffs that aren't really on the world. The tariffs are on Americans. Americans pay the tariffs, but it makes foreign goods more expensive for American consumers. And so foreign companies don't do as much business in the United States. But now you also have Donald Trump threatening to invade Greenland, whether he does it or not.
Well,
he's talking about the fact that we have this strong military.
Hold on. He said that there was a deal, and we're waiting to hear the framework, more details on it. But he said he will not use force. He will not invade Greenland. I just want to be clear on that. U.S. national debt right now. So you're not wrong about too much spending, and we're still waiting to see some of that at least ameliorate. We've got the national debt at $38.6 trillion at this very moment. The federal budget deficit is still just really kind of depressing. I mean, these numbers are going the wrong way. But what is your, if you believe that all of this pushes gold higher, what is your target price?
Well, I don't have a target price other than much higher, because there's no floor on the dollar, so there's no ceiling on gold. But, Liz, the important thing is not that Trump backed away from his threats to invade Greenland. The fact of the matter is he put it out there that he was considering it and that he would use America's military might that we only possess because the rest of the world finances it. We depend on the world. They provide us with the goods that we don't produce. They loan us the money we don't save. Trump has it backwards. The world economy doesn't work because of us. Our economy works because of the world. We have a dysfunctional consumer-based credit economy that rests on the foundation of the U.S. dollar's reserve currency status, and the world is now pulling the rug out from under the U.S. The dollar is going to collapse. The dollar is going to be replaced by gold. Central banks are buying gold.
They are.
To back up their
currencies.
True. They're getting rid of dollars. They're getting rid of treasuries. We are headed for an economic crisis, again, that will make the 2008 financial crisis look like a Sunday school picnic. The biggest difference between the crisis that we're about to have and the one we had back then is this one is all in America. It's not going to be exported to the rest of the world. It's not a global financial crisis. It's an American financial crisis. The rest of the world is actually going to benefit.
I need to get in here. You sound like Jamie Dimon, doom and gloom. But, Peter, Peter, the last time you were on the show.
Jamie Dimon sounds like me. He sounds like me. Maybe he's listened to my podcast.
Okay, battle of the egos here. Wait, the last time you were on the show, we took a look at how your picks have been doing since then. And September 18th, 2024, you had recommended Agnico Eagle Mines, Pan American Silver. We can show the performance of those. Agnico up 161% since you mentioned it. Pan American Silver up 206%. We want to let our viewers know the CEO is coming on from Pan American Silver on Thursday in a Fox Business exclusive. Do you have any new names that you would like to recommend?
Well, first of all, even though those stocks are up a lot since the last time I was on your show talking about them, they're actually cheaper now than they were back then because the earnings of these companies have gone up a lot more than the share price. And the reason is that investors still don't believe the rally is real. They look at gold and silver and they think it's a bubble. It's not a bubble. It's the pin. The bubble is in the dollar. The bubble is in the U.S. economy. And when investors start to realize that not only are gold prices and silver prices not going back down, but they're going to keep going up, these stocks are going to go ballistic. So I would keep buying these names. You know, Franco-Nevada is the other real high quality gold name. But I think the stars of this year are going to be the junior mining stocks, not the big names that everybody knows, but a lot of the small names that nobody's heard of that didn't move as much last year. And the best way to get involved in those is to buy my fund, my gold fund, Europe Pacific Gold Fund, EPGIX. That's the no-load symbol. You can buy it at any discount broker. We've got a great portfolio of real junior mining stocks. You don't want to try to buy those yourselves because, you know, it's hard to know which ones to buy. Avoiding the landmines is probably more important than finding the gold mines.
And
anybody can buy AEM
you've done the research. So, okay, Peter, we got to run. I'm not going to call you the ultimate gold bug. I'm going to call you the gold Mothra.
Yes,
Mothra, remember, versus Godzilla?
I've been recommending gold now, you know, to my clients for 25 years. Gold, when I started recommending it, was under $300. When I started buying silver, it was under $5, right? Look at it now. I mean, the Dow Jones is down more than 75% over the last 25 years, priced in real money. So the S&P is at a record high today. That is an illusion. It's nowhere close to a record high. U.S. stocks are going down if you measure them in real money.
You never disappoint, Peter. It's great to have you on. Thank you for your perspective.